owner. Active participation not only powers the credit union, but promotes financial well-being through education, better rates, fewer fees, and thank yous. A special member benefit that thanks you in participation dividends for saving, borrowing, and planning for your financial future. Since 2016, DePaco members have shared millions of dollars in thank yous. Get the details and learn how to earn at depaco.com/thank-yous. Requires credit union membership and thank yous program eligibility. DePaco is federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
Good evening, football fans, and welcome to the Gatorade broadcast booth here. Pepsi Beverages and Carroll are your Gatorade distributor. Gatorade keeps athletes fueled, recovered, and performing at a high level. Nate Wall, Mason Nealand with you tonight. We've got the Carroll Tigers hosting Boyden-Hull Rock Valley in a matchup of Class 3A District 1, first district game of the season. And we'll see what each team brings to the table. The band's on the field. National anthem is starting. Mason and I are going to step away here for a minute, and we'll be back with some pregame show after that.
At New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your New Way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
DMAC's 11,000 square foot expansion is done. It features a state-of-the-art welding lab and classroom. Students can learn on their schedule a variety of welding techniques and methods now available on the DMAC Carroll campus. The expansion also includes a brand new commons area that features study spaces and will host many events, including guest speakers. With this new space, students can easily access one-on-one support from advisors and counselors. To make your educational goals a reality, come see our expansion today or call us at 792-1755.
1968, Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding communities with new and certified pre-owned vehicles. We strive to deliver excellent customer satisfaction in every department. Mackey Motors is a full-service dealership providing
needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
You can understand. At Roselle Mutual, we know how to be the insurance agent you want. Count on us to personally guide you and recommend the coverage that best fits your needs and budget. We know there are choices.
This is Iowa, and Avila Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avila Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avila Bank, member FDIC.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
You find the right coverage that fits your life. Call 712-792-5050 or visit Greteman.com to learn more.
Welcome back to the beautiful Carroll Athletic Field. Nate Wall, Mason Nealand with you tonight, here bringing you some Carroll Tigers football. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, the Nighthawks, made the long trip down here for visitors tonight. Carroll enters the game with a record of 3-1 on the season, with wins against Denison Sleswig, Council Bluffs, Thomas Jefferson, and last week a big one against Storm Lake. Their one loss on the season was to Gilbert back in week 2. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley enters tonight with a record of 2-2. They started the season with 2 straight losses, one up at Central Lyon George Little Rock. They lost that one 7-52. Then they hosted Western Christian, dropped that one 20-27, and they enter tonight on a 2-game win streak with wins over Unity Christian and then a win on the road last week at Algona. The Nighthawks are coached by head coach Jamie Rosaboom. He is a new head coach this season. Talking to the radio guys from Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, they had a coaching exodus, had some guys retire and some guys move on to other things. So a new coaching staff, a lot of new players also, as they had a large graduating class from the 3A runner-ups last year. So we'll see what the Nighthawks can bring to the table. Again, this is the opening game for District 1 here in Class 3A, both of them with a 0-0 district record. District 1, the teams that belong in there are Bishop Heelan, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, Carroll, MOC Floyd Valley, Sergeant Bluff, Luton, and also Sioux Center. So Carroll, kind of the southernmost team there. A lot of traveling, a lot of time on the bus. Rock Valley, Boyden-Hull actually didn't even bring their freshman team because they'd have to leave about noon. I was talking to some guys before the game, so they decided the kids needed to stay in school a little bit longer. So Mason, we've been talking about stats and looking at rosters and things like that. And, you know, there's a lot that goes into these games, and we've got one player in the backfield for the Tigers that's kind of on the edge of some pretty impressive numbers.
Yeah, I'm number 9, Reese Zigman. He's a sophomore making that jump from freshman into this year. He's at 883 all-purpose yards with 524 rushing yards. So I think tonight, if he has one of his normal games, he can eclipse 1,000 all-purpose yards. Which would be huge. We were talking about that, how that hasn't happened for a Carroll Tiger in a while, and especially not this early in the season. So a pretty good accomplishment for Reese. I know he had some accolades. Was it last week against Storm Lake? He had a pile of touchdowns, got some little bit of state news. I think he was up for one of the awards the news stations does. So yeah, big season here for Reese. Like you said, as a sophomore, making the jump to varsity football. Looked like Jack White's going to be on the field to start. At least he took snaps and warm up. A little bit of a worry there. I think he was in a boot most of the week, you had mentioned. But looks like he'll be able to go.
Yeah, Jack White, very good quarterback. Probably need him in the backfield. And then talking about that win versus Storm Lake last week, that was their 3rd on the year and their first win at home. And I feel like that's good to get a big 63-14 win at home against Storm Lake.
Absolutely. Gain some momentum going into district play. I want to remind you that this pregame show is brought to you by Mackey Motors in Lake City. Find new roads at Mackey Motors and find them online at MackeyMotors.com. So Nate Wall, Mason Nealon here with you tonight in the Gatorade broadcast booth. We're going to step away, take a peek at these lineups, and be back for football after this. 2 minutes.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
Hey sports fans, if you're hearing this message, chances are it's from a device that holds a battery. These little batteries cause big fires in the landfill. They explode when crushed, and we crush everything. Drop batteries in the battery collection program, not in the trash. Collection sites are located in communities throughout Carroll County. Visit carrollcountylandfill.com to find a collection site near you. We're Carroll County Solid Waste, wishing our area athletes a safe and successful sports season.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
Hello, football fans. Welcome back to football here on a Friday night. Nate Wall, Mason Nealon with you here in the pregame show brought to you by Mackey Motors in Lake City. Find new roads at Mackey Motors and find them online at MackeyMotors.com. Coming to you live on 1380 AM or 95.1 FM on your dial. Also streaming through the Carroll Broadcasting Sports app and also their YouTube channel. And we're on Tiger Vision too, so they're catching us on all frequencies here tonight, Mason. So coin toss going on out there. Judging by what they did for the lineups, we're going to say that Boyden-Hull Rock Valley won the toss. We'll see what happens here officially, as now they're chatting and getting the talk there to them. I don't recognize many of the officials, but I do recognize Sean Collins from the Mapleton area, so he's out there working. It's his crew tonight. Looks like Boyden-Hull Rock Valley has won the toss, and they'll defer. And that means the Carroll Tigers will start by receiving the opening kickoff. We'll get you these starters here for the Tigers on offense. The tackles, number 72, Noah Hinners. He's a sophomore, 6 foot 225. At the other tackle, Trevor Schroeder, a senior, 6'4", 280, wearing number 66. At guard, number 74, Caleb Vanderheiden, a junior, 6'2", 210 pounds. And at the other guard, Colton Wheeland, a senior, 6 foot 285. And Logan Menken is the sophomore center, 6 foot 190, wearing number 77. Tight ends for the Tigers. Number 11, Evan Hammer, a junior, 6'4", 185. And Peyton Wardell, a junior, 6'2", 190. In the backfield, under center, Jack White, the senior, 6'3", 180, like we said, in the starting lineup tonight, as far as we can tell. And behind him, Reese Zigman, who we mentioned earlier, wearing number 9, a sophomore, 5'10", 160. And then also Cooper Ludwig, a junior, wearing number 7, 5'8", 165 pounds. So, Mason, as we look at the stats, you poured over them today preparing for tonight. Reese and Cooper, pretty even workload as far as carries go. Reese has had more of a breakout, but Cooper's averaging, 7 yards a carry? So a pretty explosive backfield for the Tigers.
Yeah, you got Cooper, who's more of like he can get you in the end zone within the 5-10 yard line. And then you got Reese, who's more elusive and can get you down the field and get those big plays out of the backfield.
Very good. Very good. As now the Nighthawks and Tigers take the field. Tigers wearing their home blacks, orange letters trimmed in white, white bottoms, black helmets. Nighthawks in their traveling white jerseys, black pants, blue shoulders, black helmets. And I believe those are blue numbers. Hard to tell from here, Mason. I think they're blue trimmed in black. As now they've got it teed up. To kick it away will be number 75, Angel Rodriguez. Does have 2 touchbacks on the year. Back deep to receive for the Tigers will be number 9, Reese Zigman, and number 34, and that's caught by Regaler working here on the near side. Across 25-30, hit hard by a couple of Nighthawks, keeps his feet, pushes forward to the 31. Regaler caught it at about the 7, made his way up to the 31. It'll be 1st and 10 here for the Tigers.
Yeah, number 34, Chase Regaler, caught that and just took off. He's a very fast kid, and he had a little bit of room, I'd say, but with how fast he can be, he made that into more than it should have been. Absolutely.
So the Tigers will take over, to begin the game on their own 32, 1st and 10, 11:51 on the clock. Jack's going to be under center. Behind him, Ludwig and Zigman. Regaler out wide to the right. Hammer in tight to the left. White looking to throw, looking back to his left side, slings it out, a little screen pass, tipped away by number 27 for the Nighthawks. That's Jace Mulder getting involved. Incomplete pass, going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I saw the Nighthawks entire, I'd say, right side of their line just get in there and get a hand on that ball.
Looks like they read that well. They didn't pursue too much and able to break it up. So 2nd and 10, ball on the 32. Here for the Tigers. Regaler again out wide here to the near side. Tigers working left to right on your radio. White's under center. Ludwig and Zigman behind him. Long count now. Bobbles the snap, picks it up, does Zigman, and there he goes. He's across the 40, now 45, now 50 into Nighthawk territory. Excuse me, that's not Zigman, that's Cooper Ludwig with the burst, showing the speed. Going to bring up 1st and 10 in Nighthawk territory for the Tigers.
Yeah, with how many people that were coming through for the Nighthawks, that should have been easily taken out of the backfield, but Carroll's O-line really pushed a hole there and got Cooper down the field.
Absolutely. Big run there for Ludwig on 2nd down. Ball now on the 47, 1st and 10, 11:20 on the clock here in the early going. White under center. Long cadence. Still waiting. Now we snap it. Give to Zigman on the left side. Off guard. Big hole again. Pushing forward to the 40. Going to fall forward to about the 39. Bring up second and short. A great push by the Carroll offensive line.
Yeah, having that mix of Cooper and Reese in the backfield, getting different types of sets and different types of running plays based on what their skills are is really a good fit for this Carroll offense.
Absolutely. Heck of a push up front there by Caleb Vanderheiden and Noah Hinders. The whole left side blew it wide open for Reese. Easy going. Now split out far here to the near side is Regaler again. White under center. Now takes a step back. Going to reassess. Now back underneath. Long cadence again. Now give to Zigman. Left side. Big hole. First down and a little bit more. Still on his feet. Turning and grinding. Across the 30. Down to the 29. First and 10 Tigers. Their second one on this drive.
Yeah, that left side is the younger side of our offensive line, but they're really putting in work right now getting holes for these two running backs.
Absolutely. Great push there again. We're going to say their names as long as they keep doing it. Caleb Vanderheiden and Noah Hinders, and also Evan Hammer there getting in on it from the tight end position, opening up big gaps for Zigman. Same set for the Tigers. Regaler all the way out here wide, outside the hash. Ball on the far hash mark and the 29-yard line. First and 10, just under 10 minutes remaining in the first quarter. White under center. Oh, a little bit of movement there. Nobody called it. Give to Zigman again, left side. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Cross the line, gets 3 tough ones. Maybe 3. Looks more like 2. Going to bring up second and long.
Yeah, I feel like Reese never really has one of those plays where he gets stopped in the backfield. He's just putting his shoulder down and pushing to fight for yards.
Absolutely. Feet keep turning and burning and getting what he can. They only gave him a yard. Going to bring up second and 9. Ball in the 28. Here in the early going. Kind of a chilly night. Supposed to get warmer towards the end. 54 and cloudy officially here. Wind, not much of a play. It is moving from south to north lightly, so Tigers working against it. Now they're going to split Regaler out wide to the near side, so that's the opposite end of us. Ludwig, the only one in the backfield directly behind White. Going to toss to Ludwig, working long side. Big block by Zigman across the 25. Ludwig puts his head down, gets to the 20, let's call it 22. Going to bring up third and short and very manageable here for the Tigers.
Yeah, I feel like right here, Carroll could really go with one of their run plays that'll get them a few yards, or if they want to mix it up, they can throw it out to one of the 3 people that can make a play.
Yeah, definitely 4-down territory, I would say, here for the Tigers. White's got the play. Again, Tigers coached by Craig Roeder is the head coach, and then Craig's assisted by Eric Noggle, Steve Schabel, and Anthony Hooper, and also Cody Wardell on the staff. So our fearless leaders. Again, Ludwig in the backfield. White under center. Going to give to Ludwig. Toss right. Cross the 20. First down. 15. Cuts it back. Fall forward to the 13. First and 10 Tigers inside the 15-yard line of the Nighthawks.
It almost looks like the Nighthawks were game planning for Reese to get the ball from having 2 amazing weeks back-to-back, but now Carroll's throwing Cooper out there and getting him a bunch of touches.
Yes, you nailed it, Mason. They seem a little off kilter, seeing 7 getting the main balance of it. They definitely seem to be keying on number 9, Reese Zigman. Regaler out wide to the left. Ball on the near side. 13-yard line, first and 10 for the Tigers. 7:40 remaining here in the first quarter. White under center. Toss to Ludwig again, working the right side. Cross the 15, going to get inside the 10, pushed out of bounds. We're going to let the clock run. Okay, they're going to put him out right at the, not out of bounds, at the 10. Going to bring up second and 7, and very manageable here for the Tigers.
Yeah, Carroll with their home crowd here really is just eating away at the clock, hoping to get some easy short runs, seeing 3 tosses back-to-back-to-back, trying to get into the end zone eventually.
Absolutely. Good game management, good opening drive here for the Tigers. Let's hope they can punch it in, finish it off. Now White's going to step into the pistol. Behind him is Ludwig. He's got trips in close on his right. Zigman, Hammer, and also number 13, Peyton Wardell. Now White's going to run the option. Left side pitch to Ludwig. He's got room. Corner, 10, 5. Touchdown Tigers. That's Cooper Ludwig finding pay dirt.
Yeah, the Nighthawks really, as I stated before, are looking at Reese Zigman. That opens a lot of big plays for Jack and Cooper in the backfield right there.
Absolutely. Great run, great read by Jack White, making the defense commit to him, and then a pitch to Ludwig, and he turns on the Jets, and it's 6-0 Tigers. Here with 6:47 remaining in the first quarter. Point after attempt forthcoming. Oh, hold the phone here, Mason. We're missing something. We got way too excited about that. They're going to mark this off. Looks like a hold on the Tigers. Sorry about that, guys. We were busy scribbling stats. Bring that back. We got excited for nothing there. Going to bring up second down again, and now 12. So take 6 off the board. Second and 12. Hold on the Tigers, brings it back. That kind of takes the air out of things, don't it?
Yeah, it really diminishes the team's drive there when you have to go from a touchdown to second and 12, almost inside the red zone.
I was excited. White in the shotgun, 3 right, 2 left. Now Zigman in motion, jet sweep, going left side, far side, cross the 15, now down to the 10, marked down at about the 11. Going to bring up third and, call it 7 here for the Tigers.
At home with like all this momentum coming down the field, you almost have to go for it on fourth if you don't get it here on third, because you're only, 10 yards away?
Yep, we're on the 10. We need 7 for a first down. 6 for a first down ish, 6.5, and 10 to score. So I think you're right, Mason, with that assumption that this is 4-down territory. 2 right, 2 left here for White. He's in the shotgun. Spreading it out now are the Tigers. Zigman again in motion. Fake to him. Pitch to Ludwig. He's going to be drugged down. Oh, shakes him off. He's still got his feet. Turning the corner now left. 10, 5, still on his feet. Touchdown Tigers. Did he go out of bounds? No. This one counts, folks. 6 points for the Tigers. Ludwig, little reverse action there. Reese went in jet sweep motion to the left. Faked it to him. Tossed it to Ludwig. Coming back to the right. He got hung up. Kept his feet. Shook a guy off. Reversed field to the left. And on the near side, not a lot of room to work with. Missed a couple tackles, found the end zone.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of Carroll's thing, just being such a young team. We really just fight for yards and fight for everything we need to get.
Point after attempt coming. Kick is up and blocked. That's going to be blocked. Point after attempt there from number 83, Jack Friel, is blocked. So 6-0 Tigers, 6:19 remaining here in the first quarter. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
When it comes to sports injuries and pain,
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
Welcome back to the Gatorade broadcast booth. Remember, we're live from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. Gatorade helps athletes fuel, recover, and perform all of their daily and athletic activities. So 6-0 Tigers here in the early going. 6:19 remaining in the first quarter. Nate Wall, Mason Nealand with you here at the Carroll Athletic Field. And an exciting drive. Tigers moving it down the field almost systematically, getting what they want. We got all excited. There was a touchdown, got called back, and then a little bit of magic there from Ludwig in the backfield.
Yeah, Carroll took 1 step back and then just 2 steps forward, getting right back into the end zone.
Absolutely. So, and like you said, that young team, that no quit, that just relentlessness paying off. Now, ball's teed up. Kicking it away will be number 83, Jack Friel. He does get it away. Ball's a little light here. Going to bounce at about the 24. Picked up by the Nighthawks. Now across the 25-30. Hit hard and dropped. Let's get a number on that guy. Good tackle there by the Tigers. I believe that's Peyton Wardell maybe coming up with that one. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Mason. It's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Nighthawks on the 29 with 6:15 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, Peyton Wardell I see here has 19.5 tackles on the season, so I feel like him getting down the field there and tackling is not anything new for the Carroll kickoff team.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 here with 6:15 remaining for the Nighthawks. In the shotgun. Shotgun snap to Van Otterloo. Now slings it out here to the near side. Going to work across the 35. Keeps his feet. Mark him down at the 37. That's number 23, Blake Baumgars, with his first reception of the night. He averages about 9 a catch, and he got 8 of them there.
It was a great call by the Nighthawks because Carroll sent a few people down on the line, and then the whole left side closest to our box was just wide open.
Van Otterloo in the gun again. Nighthawks like to mix it up and keep things moving, almost a spread offense, if you will. 2 right, 1 to the left. He's in the gun. Next to him is Brock Fisher, I believe. Excuse me, that's Alex Salazar, number 34. Slinging it out is Van Otterloo. He's got a guy wide open, far right side, hit and stopped by number 34, Chase Regaler, is number 3, Bryson Zomer. First down, Nighthawks. They're going to have 1st and 10 on the 44 on that completion.
Yeah, just from these two plays alone on this drive, you can just see how different the Nighthawks and Tigers offenses operate.
Absolutely, yeah. 2 different programs, 2 different ways of doing things. Okay? Now they're going to shift again. Nighthawks came to the line. We got a total, fruit basket upset here. We got linemen going places. We got backs going places. Some people subbing in, all kinds of stuff. He's going to be in the shotgun. That's Van Otterloo. Next to him is Salazar. All kinds of movement. And that's going to be a false start. We'll get the official marking, but maybe a little too much movement and trickery there by the Nighthawks.
Yeah, once you get all these people moving, sometimes it really takes just a lot of skill to stay down on the line and not jump right away.
Absolutely. So you heard the official there mark it off. False start, 5-yard penalty. Ball now on the 39, 1st and 15 as the clock winds under 5 minutes here in Carroll. 6-0 Tigers over Nighthawks in the early going. A little confusion there from the Nighthawks. Van Otterloo now under center. Now we got all the shifting going on again. Lots of movement. Back to the shotgun. Sends 1 out to the left, 1 right. Now 1 in motion coming here. That's Salazar. Working near side, gets the edge, blown up and tripped up. That's number 9, I believe, Reese Zigman from the safety position, blowing that thing up before it could get too much going. Going to bring up 2nd and long for the Nighthawks.
Yeah, if Reese isn't going to get yards on offense, he's going to take yards on defense from this Nighthawk offense.
Great play there by Zigman, firing through the gap, taking things away. Bring up 2nd and long on the 39. So no gain on the play, and that looked like it was going to go. Van Otterloo barking orders again. 2 right, 2 left. Shotgun, snap to him. Looking to throw, looking right. Slings it out there. High, picked off. That's picked off by the Tigers. That's Regaler. He's crossed the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Pushed out of bounds. Regaler with the interception takes it deep into Nighthawk territory.
Too high for that receiver on the Nighthawk offense. Chase just jumped up there, got it, and took it down into Carroll's red zone.
Great play there by the Tigers. A little bit of pressure on Van Otterloo. He slung it too high, and Regaler's there to make the play. 1st and 10 for the Tigers on the Nighthawk 11.
Carroll's offense really takes this slow and just run it, take as much time as you need, because as you see on the sideline, we don't have as many people as the Nighthawks do.
Absolutely. That's a distinguishable difference. So this grind them out type of thing, give the defense plenty of time to rest, and before they get back on the field is working to their advantage. White under center, behind him Ludwig and Zigman. Snap to White, give to Zigman, left side, big hole across the 5, going to be drugged down just short of the end zone. Zigman just keeps his feet going. Ball might have came out there. They're not going to give it to anybody but the Tigers, though. Going to bring up 2nd and very short here for Carroll.
Yeah, I think that could have been either the first or second touch we've seen from Zigman, but every time he touches the ball, it almost becomes either a touchdown or just a big gain.
And again, I said we'd say their names as much as we could. They keep it up. That's Vanderheiden and Henners opening up that left side again for Reese. A couple substitutions there for the Tigers. Regaler finding his way off the field. Coming in is Peyton Wardell. Tight formation here for the Tigers. White under center. Now rolling out is White. He's trying to bootleg. He's in the backfield 10. Going to get back to the 5. Got to the line of scrimmage maybe. Going to bring up 3rd and short. Kind of a busted play there. I think he was supposed to hand that off. A little crisscross action. And it ends up going to be 3rd and short.
Yeah, Jack had the outside, but all I saw was 4 or 5 white jerseys getting out there and just chasing him out of bounds.
Absolutely. Under 2 minutes, under 2.5 minutes now in the first quarter. Tigers 6, Nighthawks 0. Nate Wall, Mason Nealon here with you on KCIM. That's 1380 FM, 95.1, 1380 AM, 95.1 FM. Also on the Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network and YouTube channel. White in the shotgun, Zigman and Ludwig next to him. White now going to run the option, pitch to Ludwig. Got the 5, getting in the corner, cuts it back, touchdown, Cooper Ludwig.
Cooper there, he had the edge. I think that's the second time now the option's been ran to perfection. Jack just pitching the ball out and Cooper using his speed and his size to just get to the end zone.
Absolutely. Two of them on the same page, no doubt. As now Friel will trot out for the point after. Had the first one blocked, so scored 12-0 right now. 2:01 on the clock. Nice, fast start here for the Tigers. Ludwig's the holder. Logan Mankin the snapper. Snaps away, kick is up, and they're going to blow this one dead. A little bit of practice here. We'll see what the call is. Get it from the official.
Encroachment on the defense, number 23. Half the distance to the goal.
All right. So they called it good. Now a little bit of confusion here. Encroachment, typically not blown dead. And somebody can tweet me or correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure why they did that. Kick was good. So now we're going to take a few yards and try it again.
Yeah, I don't know really why you would get out there and kick the ball again when you already made it the first time.
Interesting. We'll do it again. Snaps down, hold is down, kick is up, and good. So Friel makes two in a row, but only one of them count. And now it's 13-0 Tigers. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
13-0 Tigers here at the Carroll Athletic Field. They're off to a hot start as they lead the Nighthawks of Boyden-Hull, Rock Valley. Nate Wall, Mason Nealon with you here. We're coming to you live from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. Gatorade helps these athletes fuel, recover, and perform. As Friel tees it up, ball on the 40. Wind is, picked up a little bit, still not really much of a factor. As now the kick is away from Friel. High end-over-end kick. Going to be fielded at about the 17 and working the near side. Big hole here for the Nighthawks, and he's bouncing off people. Going to be drugged down at the 35. I believe that's number 23, Baumgars, and he averages 15 yards a return, and I think he got more than that on that one.
Yeah, Carroll's kickoff team came down and just a few people just flew by, couldn't really get the tackle there, and he had a lot of room to work with.
1st and 10 for the Nighthawks on their own 36, 1:52 remaining in the first quarter. Nighthawks on their previous possession had a three-play drive get interrupted by a Regaler interception all the way back to their own 11. Van Otterloo in the gun, going to fake the handoff, roll right, now wants to sling it back. Screen pass, nobody out there, guys. We're across the 40, 45, 50 midfield into Tiger territory. That's number 34, Alex Salazar. Van Otterloo rolled to the right, the far side of the field, and Salazar kind of slipped out to the near side, and it was all him and linemen for about 20 yards.
Yeah, when they saw Van Otterloo shift to that right side, I feel like Carroll really just chased him there because he's a good player, can get out there and run if he wants to. But then he took it and just threw it straight back to the left side with as much room as they wanted.
So big play for the Nighthawks, gets them into Tiger territory for the first time tonight. Ball on the 44, 1st and 10. Around a minute left here in the first quarter. 2 right, 1 left for Van Otterloo. He's looking to throw, looking right, going to sling it out down the field. Underthrown, picked off again. That's Jack White. He's at the 30, now 30. Now he's going to bounce around, going to get the 35, get a block. About to the 37. So back-to-back picks on defensive stops here for the Tigers, and they've got something cooking, Mason.
Looks like Van Otterloo really can't get anything going with Carroll's safeties and linebackers just jumping the ball every single time.
Van Otterloo's showing a strong arm, just a little off. The first one by Regaler, I think he was behind him. That one a little bit high. Jack able to step in front and get hands on it and make the play. So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. This will be their 3rd possession of the quarter with 1:09 remaining. Ball on their own 38.
This is going to be a true showing of Carroll's offense because it's probably the first time they've really got the ball on their own side of the field.
White under center. Ludwig and Zigman behind him. Gives to Zygmunt up the middle, going to be hit by a couple different Nighthawks, keeps his feet turning. Like you said, he gets positive yards. Might not be much, but he's falling forward. Mark it on the 40. He got 2 tough ones.
That's something special in a running back when they don't just go down when they're getting hit, but they're fighting for yards every single time, trying to put their team in a better position.
Absolutely. As we tick under a minute remaining here in the first quarter, this will probably be our last play of the first quarter. Tigers lead 13-0 over the Nighthawks of Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Ball on the 40, 2nd and 8. Regaler here to the near side, out wide. Far side of the field wide open. White under center. Ludwig behind him was Zygmunt. Long cadence. Now they're going to fake to Ludwig, give it to Zygmunt. He's got the corner, 40, going to make a guy miss, push him down to the ground, get to the 45, fall forward to the 46. And Mason, he met the first guy 7 yards before he went down.
Yeah, he's just so fast and so elusive that once he gets that corner, there's no stopping him. He's going to get 5 or even more yards every single play.
So the big play on 2nd down by Zygmunt is going to bring up 3rd and short and take the Tigers to the first quarter break. So 13-0, Carroll over Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. We'll be right back after this with your second quarter.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
At The Present Company, we will help you transition your home and wardrobe with the changing seasons. Hi, this is Andrea. Whether you're looking to get warm and toasty this winter, or it's time for a light and airy lift this spring, shop our collection of boutique-style clothing, gorgeous accessories, and purses. Add personal style to your home with unique home decor pieces that will warm your rooms from wall to wall. Infuse your home and your wardrobe with style from The Present Company in Audubon.
Welcome back to Carroll Athletic Field, where the Tigers lead 13-0 here in between the first and second quarter. Nate Wall, Mason Nealand with you here tonight on 95.1 FM and 1380 AM KCIM. Reminder that we're coming to you from the Gatorade broadcast booth. Gatorade helps athletes fuel, recover, and perform. And a first quarter, Mason, that was all Tigers.
Yeah, Carroll really has nothing to change in the second quarter because they've just been dominating the football field. But over on the Nighthawks side, you really just got to pick up your offensive side, and then defense has to just keep making plays.
Absolutely. And, you know, other than the 2 turnovers, a pretty tightly contested game. I mean, they've matched each other pretty much pound for pound there, and then Ludwig able to break through a couple times. Nighthawks moved the ball pretty effectively, and just those 2 turnovers are huge as we move forward. So 3rd and 2 here for the Tigers. Talk about big deals. This is a big one, Mason. You know, they're trying to put together a sustainable drive, take some time off the clock. They owned the time of possession in the first quarter, and if they want to do the same thing, it starts right now with the first possession of the second. White's going to be under center. Ludwig and Zygmunt behind him. One out far, wide right. Long cadence again. White's going to keep it right up the middle, and he's going to be close to the 50. Mark him the 50. That's a first down and more. First down Tigers right on the edge of Nighthawk territory.
Yeah, with 2 good running backs in the backfield, maybe even 3 when Peterson comes in, you really can't forget about Jack White and his legs. He can really get you some good big plays.
Absolutely. You know, Jack got his average there. He averages 3 yards a carry. He's got 1 touchdown on the year. Got exactly what he needed, and even more, kept the clock moving and kept the Tigers going forward.
Yeah, you really can't count anyone out in this backfield for Carroll.
Lots of weapons. Regaler here to the near side. Ball in the near hash. White has trips in tight to his right, and Ludwig behind him in the backfield. He's under center. Now they're going to toss to Ludwig. Oop, somebody in the backfield. Ludwig makes 1 miss, but not the second one. That's number 57 for the Nighthawks. Get a name on that guy as he blew it up. That is, Brandon Elbers coming in to make the play from the defensive tackle position. And not a lot there for Ludwig as he's dropped down for a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, Carroll's ran that play a couple of times now, and I feel like since they've seen that set a few times, they're getting down there and getting people inside to get that play blown up.
Yeah, definitely keying on that trips there, it appeared. So Ludwig dropped for a loss. Going to bring up 2nd and 13 here in the early going of the second quarter. Tigers going to spread it out a little bit. 2 here to the left, 1 right. Empty backfield. White in the shotgun. Looking to throw, looking left, slings it out, caught at the 50, original line of scrimmage, a little short maybe. That's going to be Ludwig and bring up 3rd and long on the 50-yard line here for the Tigers. Ludwig with his first catch of the evening.
Yeah, Cooper's one of those running backs where you really can't just see him running the ball. He can get out and make a catch and get down the field.
All right. 10 minutes remaining here in the second quarter, 13-0. Tigers over Nighthawks. Nate Wall, Mason Nealand with you tonight. Thanks for tuning in. White under center. Zigman and Ludwig behind him. Regaler out wide right. Long cadence trying to take a peek. White backing up, looks to throw, rolling to his left, slings it out there. That's going to be caught. Toe tap, first down, Tigers. Heck of a catch by number 13, Peyton Wardell, as White led him to the sideline. Little NFL action, first down.
Carroll's offense really looks like they're trying to spread it out and get different sets and different plays in there to throw off the Nighthawk defense.
Absolutely, and great protection, too, by the Carroll offensive line. Jack, a little pressure rolling to the left, but nothing in his face, able to have time to sling it out there for the first down. So the drive stays alive, 9:46 on the clock. 1st and 10 on the 37 of the Nighthawks. White back under center, Wardell way out to the right, 2 backs in the backfield. They're going to give to Zigman, a little crisscross action, cross the 35 feet, churning all the way down to the 32. 5 tough ones on first down for Reese Zigman.
Every time I see Reese touch the ball, it's almost like deja vu because he's just getting up the middle, getting 5, 10, 15 yards, depends on the play.
He's one of those guys that as soon as he has the ball, he's got 3 yards. He just catches it with such a full head of steam that he's on you. He's on those defensive linemen, linebackers, before they even know what's happening. 2nd and 5, ball on the 32 here in the second quarter. Tigers lead 13-0. Tight formation except for Wardell. He's way out right. White under center. Going to give to Ludwig. Same play the other direction, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. We'll get a number on that Nighthawk. That's one of the linebackers, I believe, coming in to make the play, number 4. Yep, that's Zach Stubbe. He's their leading tackler. He's got 2.5 tackles for loss on the season, 25 tackles coming into tonight, and 1 sack. And he's kind of the leader in the middle there for this Nighthawk defense.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that you're really going to have to watch out for as the offense because if you run his way, he's probably going to make a play.
Kind of a maniac defense here. 4-4 stack that kind of moves around for the Nighthawks. 2 safety look. White's going to be under center, letting that play clock run down. Now we're under 8.5 minutes in the second quarter. Gives to Zigman, left side, cross the 30, big hole, 25-20, makes one miss, 15-10, all the way down to the 9. Nope, they're going to mark him at the 10. Huge hole on that left side for Reese Zigman. And again, courtesy of Noah Henners and Caleb Vanderheiden.
Yeah, making that jump from freshman to sophomore for Menken, Henners, and Zigman was a big jump, but they've really adjusted fast and gotten good at this varsity football.
Absolutely. Great push there by the Tigers, and I think actually I'm going to correct myself. We're going to give credit to that one to Mr. Trevor Schrader and Colton Whelan. They flipped over there, and big push opening it up for Reese. White under center, Ludwig and Zigman behind him. Give to Zigman again, 10 yards, now hitting the backfield, cross the 10-yard line. Oh, runs over a dude. He's going to get down to the 6, and there's that tough yardage you keep talking about, Mason.
Yeah, with me talking about his elusiveness and speed, he can really put his shoulder down and run somebody over if he needs to.
I think the first guy to hit him about 2 yards deep, and it ends up being about a 2-3 yard gain. So tough run in there by Zigman as we're going to tick down close to 7 minutes. Again, game of possessions and time, and the Tigers are winning that thing. They've had the ball forever. White going to go under center. Ludwig and Zigman behind him. Wardell way out far right. Halfway to Jefferson, it seems like. White under center, long cadence. Give to Ludwig, working the right side, trying to get the edge, stiff arm. He's losing ground, and he's going to lose a lot more ground as he's hit by a host of Nighthawks. See where they mark him. That was kind of a broken play. Cooper tried to turn something out of nothing, and it cost him a few yards. Going to bring up third and 17. Goal to go here for the Tigers.
That's like one of the only times that moving your feet and keep pushing really gets you in trouble when you're moving backwards.
Yeah, not much of a push there by the Tigers, and it cost them a few yardage. So 3rd and 17, 6:20 remaining here in the second quarter. They lead 13-0. That Nighthawk defense has been on the field for a while, and they smell blood right now, trying to get a stop, something. Keep the Tigers out of the end zone. White's under center. Got Trey Hunter split out left here, it looks, and now we're going to have a flag, delay a game, unless they got a timeout called. Let's see what the official says. Yes.
Timeout.
Yep.
Carroll, their first charge time out of the half.
So just in time, Coach Rowe gets the timeout called. 13-0, Tigers over Nighthawks. 6:05 remaining in the second quarter. Nate and Mason will be right back after this 60-second break.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
Third and 17, 6:05 remaining here in the second quarter. Nate Wall, Mason Nealon with you here tonight on 1380 KCIM and 95.1 FM on your dial. 3rd and 17 for the Tigers. First little bit of adversity as they face goal to go from outside the 15-yard line. White in the shotgun, Ludwig and Zigman next to him. Now White rolling left, slings it out to Trey Hunter. Caught at the 15, makes one miss, keeps his feet. 10, another miss, 5, hit from the back as he falls forward down to the 3-yard line. That's number 6, Trey Hunter, with a little razzle-dazzle to get the Tigers inside the 5-yard line on 4th down.
You really can't game plan for Trey because this is his first game, but way to come out and get I don't know how many yards, but looks like enough for them.
14
yards, enough for them to come down and want to punch us into the end zone here.
Yeah, big 4th down here for the Tigers. Offense stays on the field as White trots out with the play, and Hunter made the first guy miss at the 12 and got 9 more yards. So heck of a play there by Trey. He's on the near side, split out wide, trips right, Ludwig the only man in the backfield, White under center. And now we're going to get a timeout, Nighthawks, as they want to talk about this and try to keep from going down by 3 scores. So 13-0, 5:14 here left in the first half. We'll be right back in 60 seconds.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Oh, hell no! Not again! Has the roof on your home or business been damaged by the recent hailstorm? Does your roof need looked at? Let our hail damage experts at Brinks Exteriors work for you to get you a new roof. Call 712 Roof Pro. We know the last thing you want to do is worry about your biggest investment. Hail happens, but we can fix it. Call Brinks Exteriors now for a free roof inspection. 712 Roof Pro.
Here we go, big spot for the Tigers. White's under center, 5:14 remaining in the first quarter, 4th and goal. White under center. Behind him is Ludwig. Trips right. Going to give to Ludwig. Going left side. 5. Gets the corner. Touchdown, Tigers. Ludwig finds the end zone for the 3rd time tonight. And the Tigers take a 19-0 lead with 5 minutes remaining in the first half.
That has to feel good as the oldest running back in that backfield, just getting 3 early touchdowns at your home stadium.
Absolutely. Big catch by Trey to set things up. And then Cooper finishes it off on 4th down. Nothing fancy. Little give to the left side. Line opened it up. He got the corner. Touchdown Tigers. Point after attempt coming here from Jack Friel. Had one blocked and was successful the second time. Snap away, hold down, kick is up, and that's going to be tipped and blocked again. So point after attempt is no good, but the Tigers lead 19-0 here with 5:09 remaining in the first half, and we'll keep it right here, Mason, just to chat about that. But, you know, when the Tigers got the ball, we were saying that this was a time for a drive to take some time off the clock. They started this possession with 1:13 remaining in the first quarter, and there's 5:09 remaining in the second quarter. So a heck of a drive by the home team.
Yeah, Coach Roeder on the sideline looks like he doesn't really want the Nighthawks to have the ball. He just wants Carroll to keep ticking the time off, keep doing what they're doing, because they're really running a successful offense and defense.
Absolutely. An 8-minute drive or so will do that for you. So 19-0, Tigers over Nighthawks here in the first half. Don't forget, at halftime, we'll have your halftime show sponsored by Roselle Mutual Insurance. Roselle Mutual believes in the value of youth activities in helping to develop future adults who will live in the area and be leaders in our communities. For all your home, farm, auto, or commercial insurance needs, visit Roselle Mutual in Carroll or call them at 712-792-4525. So again, at halftime, we'll have your Roselle Mutual Insurance halftime show where Mason and I will do our best to break down what we saw and what we think is coming. Back deep to receive here, the kickoff for the Nighthawks will be number 23, Baumgars, and number 34, Salazar. Kicks away, going to be fielded by Baumgars at his 7, running backwards, cross the 15-20, going to be hit by a couple Tigers. 34 and 44 in on the tackle. Also number 5, get a number on that, Drake Burnett. Chase Regaller, the first one there, met by Owen Clucky as well. And it'll be 1st and 10 Nighthawks on their own 24.
With 3 people being there, it's great to see that one of them's a junior, one of them's a sophomore, and one of them is a senior. That just shows the depth that Carroll has on the sideline.
Absolutely. And we talked a little bit about that off the air, that nice mix of old and young, but a good time to get these young guys a lot of quality experience this season as well, planning for the future. A lot of mix-up here on the offense for the Nighthawks. Van Otterloo in the backfield. Next to him is Salazar, I believe. Shotgun snap. Now he's rolling out to his left. Going to sling it back to the right. Caught by Baumgars. Cross the 25-30. Going to fall forward. Carry a couple Tigers with him. Cross the 35, 37. 1st and 10 for the Nighthawks after their opening play.
Yeah, it almost looked like Trey had a chance there to get that blown up, but number 76, Garcia, got a block out there and really opened a hole for the running back to catch that and get some room.
You can tell that this offense has the explosiveness. It's just a matter of getting the space and getting the ball to them, and that has been an issue here in the early going for the Nighthawks.
I think the movement really isn't throwing Carroll off, and Carroll's ready for them to just keep motioning.
I agree with you completely. Van Otterloo under center, now gives in the backfield. He's going to be met by a couple Tigers. Keeping his feet rolling is number 8, Brock Fisher. Big guy, 6'1", 210. Tries to get something and doesn't. Going to bring up 2nd and a long 9 as he did get past the original line of scrimmage. A host of Tigers in there early to slow him up.
With number 8, Fisher, being such a big guy, I'd understand how hard it'd be for this Carroll defense to tackle him when he's just putting his head down and running down the field.
Other than Colton Whelan, Fisher's got the whole D-line outweighed, so they got a tall task with that fella in the backfield. Van Otterloo going to be underneath center again, 3 backs behind him. Fake to Fisher, toss now to the wide side. 34 working upfield, tripped up at the 37. Mark him at the 38, actually. That's number 34, Alex Salazar, trying to get ahead of steam going downfield. Going to bring up 3rd and long. Tigers need a stop.
Yeah, they really cut him off there, like hit him right on the ankles or the knees just to take him off. And when I was playing football with some of these guys back in the day, that's what we were taught. Just take them out if you can't take them down, like wrapped up.
Trips right. 1 left, now 1 moving in motion here to the right. Joins him in the backfield. Van Otterloo in the shotgun. Looking to throw, rolling to his right, throws it out, caught, and falling to the ground. Incomplete. That ball fell incomplete. Number 5, That is Blake Mosier going to his left, trying to make the catch, bobbled it, and then went to the ground, and ball hit the ground incomplete. Going to bring up 4th and long, and the punt unit for the first time for the Nighthawks finding its way to the field.
Nothing worse as a head coach than when you think you have the first down and then have to send your punt team out and punt it back to the offense that scored 3 times.
Back to kick this away for the Nighthawks will be Brian Gonzalez. He averages 31 yards on a punt attempt. Back deep for the Tigers, I believe, is number 9, Reese Zigman. This is kind of fake territory, so keep your wits about you. Ball on the 42. Snap is high but caught. Kick is away. End over end, low kick. Bounces at the 31 and hits a Nighthawk defender at the 29. That's where the Tigers will have it. 1st and 10 with 3:03 remaining here in the first half. What do you expect from the Tigers here, Mason?
I think all 3:03 on the clock will be used up, and Carroll will probably either be in the end zone or trying to at least kick a field goal.
I think that's a pretty fair assumption given what we've seen so far. Carroll with a 10-yard drive to score their first touchdown. Second time they had a short field. That only took them 3 plays, and then they just wrapped up a 15-yard drive and around 8 minutes to score their 3rd touchdown of the evening. So I think you're right on there, Mr. Nealand. White under center, 1 left, 2 behind him. Zigman and Ludwig are the backs. 3:03 on the clock, 1st and 10 Tigers. White's going to give it to Ludwig, working right. Backfield action, cuts it up to the left side. Feet still churning. Going to get hit in the backfield, though. We'll see where they mark that. He's going to lose 1, bring up 2nd and long. And the right side of the offense kind of collapsed there. There wasn't a lot of action going downfield, and Ludwig slow to get up, kind of hurting after that one as he went to the ground kind of hard. Coming in for him will be number 24, Taden Peterson.
Yeah, one physical back comes out and then another one just goes in, but that just shows the depth, again, that Carroll has on this sideline.
Depth and young depth, as Taden also a sophomore. Regaler runs out wide right, 2:20 on the clock. Tigers content to take their time. White under center, Peterson and Zigman behind him. Hard count. Now they give to Peterson on the right side. Big hole 30, now pushing forward to the 35. Peterson, his first carry of the evening, and gets about, call it 7 or 8. Going to bring up 3rd and a long 4 for the Tigers.
That play right there just shows why when you take one back out like Cooper Ludwig and have one go in like Taden Peterson, it really is good for your team to have those 3 running backs that can put their head down and get down the field.
Now Ludwig trots on, back ready to go. Coming off, though, is Regaler, as now White's got the play and runs in. 1:40 on the clock, 15 on the play clock. Tigers lead 19-0. Opening weekend of District 1 play here in Carroll. Nighthawks and Tigers looking to start the season off right. And now we got White trotting out to the left side. A little Wildcat action. And now he's off the field. We're going to call timeout. Maybe a little confusion there. And the Tigers want to talk about it with 1:24 remaining here in the first half. They lead 19-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds right after this.
How about this?
It's gonna work.
I think so too. American Family Insurance wants to help you bring your dream home to life. New homeowners can save an average of 22%.
American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Nicole Unken at Nicole Unken Agency. Call 712-792-1262 or stop by 412 Highway 30 today.
Talking about the confusion there at the end of that play before timeout was called by Coach Roeder. Kind of looked like Jack was trotting out to be a wide out, and Cooper standing behind the center in a pistol Wildcat formation had us thinking, but I think there was just confusion about the play, and Mr. White wanted to make sure everybody was on the same page. So nonetheless, timeout Tigers. 3rd and 4 on their own 35, 1:24 on the clock. They lead 19-0. First down would be huge here, Mason.
Yeah, I think a first down here kind of seals the first half, gives Carroll more room to do what they really want.
White under center, tight formation, 2 backs behind him. Long cadence. Now they're going to send Ludwig in motion to the right. Tossed to Zigman, hit in the backfield and dropped. They blasted in there. That's number 23 for the Nighthawks. Get a name on that guy. He blew it up. That's Blake Baumgars, actually listed as a safety, playing more of a linebacker. and that's going to put the punt unit on the field for the Tigers for the first time tonight.
Yeah, I think that Nighthawks defense and coaching staff all figured that since Carroll's got such depth at running back, you had to anticipate the run coming there, and I think the Nighthawks defense played that perfectly.
A little bit of clock management here as the Nighthawks take a timeout. They want to try to get something going here before the half. Remember, they deferred. They won the toss and deferred, so they will start the second half with the ball. And they have 2 timeouts to work with here with 1:19 remaining. Tigers have 1 timeout remaining, and they lead 19-0. Remember, at halftime, we'll have the halftime show sponsored by Roselle Mutual Insurance. Roselle Mutual believes in the value of youth activities in helping to develop future adults who will live in the area and be leaders in our communities. For all your home, farm, auto, or commercial insurance needs, make sure to visit Roselle Mutual in Carroll or give them a call at 712-792-4525. So Mason and I will take a look at a rundown of the drives and their results. And it's been all Tigers here early. Let's see if they can finish this thing out as the Nighthawks look to get something going. Back to punt for the Tigers will be number 9, Reese Zigman. Averages 37.5 yards per punt. And he's going to need to bounce a big one here as Den Beston and number 23, Blake Baumgars, are back to receive this at about their own 32. Kick is away. Almost tipped. Not, though. Fielded by Baumgars at the 30 and drugged down by number 35 of the Tigers. That is, get a name on that fella. That's going to be Austin Tigas out of the gunner position. Great special teams play to keep them pinned inside their own territory.
Yeah, I feel like every time Carroll really gets one step back, they're down the field making defensive plays or going up the field making offensive plays.
Ball on the 34 here for the Nighthawks. 1:10 left in the first half, and I would guess we're going to see a heavy dose of pass plays here as they try to move it down the field on this Carroll Tiger D. Van Otterloo in the gun, trips left, throwing it right, caught at the 40, going to be pushed out of bounds at the 37, second and short here for the Nighthawks.
Excuse me. Yeah, over on that side where he caught the ball, you could see Trey Hunter, who's new to the cornerback position this year, but I feel like with the 2 mess-ups we've seen with interceptions, he could really make a play here if he gets the chance.
Absolutely. Clock stops at 59 seconds. 2nd and 2, ball on the 42. Nighthawks looking to go. Now rolling left. He's got trips out there. Wants to throw it downfield. Leans back. Tosses it out of bounds. That's going to be caught by somebody on the sideline. He wants credit. Not going to get it. 3rd and 2 with 52 seconds remaining here in the first half.
If Otterloo did not have the time or the power to get it out of bounds there, number 8, Tate Schleitzman, was there just to pick that off for the 3rd pick of the game.
Absolutely. Good pressure by the Carroll defensive line. He was unable to step into it, kind of threw it off his back foot. And like you said, luckily it sailed on him out of bounds.
Rather have my own teammate catch it on the sideline than the other team.
Van Otterloo in the gun. 1 left, 2 right. Now rolling to his left, screen pass, and he throws a ground ball to the 39-yard line. Problem is his teammate was on the 40, incomplete. 4th and 2 here for the Nighthawks. Offense staying on the field too, it looks like. Big spot. You can hear the Tiger faithful getting into it here a little bit. They're excited. 19-0 here in the first half. Big spot.
It's getting really loud from the Tiger.
It is. Van Otterloo in the gun, 2 right, 2 left. Now he's going to send one in motion. Now he's going under center, a little bit of trick play. He's going to keep it up the middle. Tigers don't fall for it. That's number 8, Brock Fisher. He kind of went in motion, went underneath center, and I think, well, we're going to measure it. He might have got it, as there's a little confusion about what was going on. Now it looked like they blew it dead. No, they're going to give it to him. No measurement at all. Interesting play. I don't know what's going on. A little bit of confusion here as we're hollering. Everybody's hollering at everybody. Tigers looking around. They snap the ball. Nighthawks ground it, so incomplete pass. Clock stops. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, after they got that snap off, you really can't do anything if you're the Tigers coaching staff trying to get that called back.
Yeah, no measurement at all. Really confusing there.
Looked kind of close from our perspective.
It did. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 37. I think our chains and scoreboard are wrong. I think it's 2nd down. Caught at the 50. Going to be hit and drug out of bounds by Schleitzman. Stop the clock. 29 seconds remaining here for the Nighthawks as they're moving. I think it's third down. There, corrected.
Yeah, if you're the Tigers, sure, you really want to keep them in bounds and let that 29 seconds drain as much as you can.
Okay. Fifth play of the drive. Fourth coming here for the Nighthawks. Ball on the 49, 3rd and 4. Trips right, 1 left for Van Otterloo, 1 in the backfield next to him. Shotgun snap, looking to throw, straight drop, screen set up again, almost picked off, bounced around. Tigers read it, get a number on that fella. He read it right. It's out of the linebacker position. I think that's number 13, Peyton Wardell.
Yeah, that was 13, Peyton Wardell.
Needed to be a shortstop there to pick it out of the dirt. Either way, incomplete. 4th and 3 again here for the Nighthawks.
Hopefully Carroll's fans here get just as excited as before because they're really going to need it if they want a stop.
Trips right, 1 left for Van Otterloo. Crowd into it again. Otterloo and Van Otterloo in the shotgun. Looking to throw, throwing left. Caught, out of bounds, first down Nighthawks, 19 seconds on the clock. Reeling that in is number 3, Bryson Zomer, getting the start tonight for the injured, Eric Niels. Broke his leg last week, apparently, so he's going to be out a while.
Not a good injury to have, if any.
1st and 10, ball on the 42. 19 seconds remaining. Nighthawks trying to squeak one in. They will receive the opening kickoff, so this is big. Tigers need a stop. Shotgun formation. Looking to throw, slings it across the middle, caught at the 30, but hammered by a couple of Tigers. It's going to be number 24, Taden Peterson, the first one there, and helped out by a teammate. 1st and 10, ball on the 30, and Rowe wants a timeout. So Tigers will take their last timeout of the half. 12 seconds remain on the clock. They lead 19-0. We'll come back for the end of the first half after this 30-second break.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Welcome back to the Carroll Athletic Field. Nate Wall, Mason Nealon with you tonight here on 1380 AM and 95.1 FM, KCIM. Also on your Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network on YouTube and their app. Just search for them on YouTube and be able to subscribe to the stream and be notified when events are coming up. They do a great job of covering all of our local teams. 1st and 10 here for the Nighthawks. Snap to Van Otterloo. Rolling right, wants to throw. Caught, dropped. No way. Not a catch, right? Yeah, they're going to give it to him. He rolls out of bounds. Doesn't get out of bounds. Rolls towards the end line. Clock running. Tick, tick. Going to be 1st and 10. Ball on the 20. And again, some confusion. I really am not sure what's going on as they couldn't get it off. Officials give them the ball. Time runs out. Tigers lead 19-0. Man, that was a cluster to finish it, Mason. What did you see there?
I saw Otterloo get over there right as the ball got snapped. I saw just zeros on the clock and Carroll start running towards that sideline. But I can still see that Nighthawk defense on the field trying to contest that call.
Yeah, if you're watching the stream, you see the officials talking, and now the officials show us the ball. That's the end of the first half. They're not happy about it, but that's what's going to happen. The officials' the coach's hats come off. That's never a good sign. And that's the end of the first half. Carroll 19, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley 0. We'll be back with the Roselle Mutual halftime show right after this 3-minute break.
Visiting DePaco Credit Union was the thing that started all this.
We had a lot of student loan debt, low credit scores for bad decisions we had made in our younger years.
We thought it was the point where you could never come back from it. We've always wanted to own our own restaurant, so I just kind of floated the idea like, oh, I found this food truck.
I was like, yeah, let's try it. DePaco helped us so much with just putting everything together.
Definitely life-changing for us.
What we have right now would not have been possible without DePaco Credit Union.
At New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive Warranty Forever. We work to keep your New Way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
DMAC's 11,000 square foot expansion is done. It features a state-of-the-art welding lab and classroom. Students can learn on their schedule a variety of welding techniques and methods now available on the DMAC Carroll campus. The expansion also includes a brand new commons area that features study spaces and will host many events, including guest speakers. With this new space, students can easily access one-on-one support from advisors and counselors. To make your educational goals a reality, come see our expansion today or call us at 792-1755.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
Out on their final drive of the first half. We'll run you through the drives here. Now, folks, I'm no good at stats, so these are as unofficial as they come, but I think you'll get the gist. Carroll Tigers took the opening kickoff, started on their 32-yard line with 11:51 remaining. 10 plays later, Ludwig finds the end zone. Actually scored twice on that drive, but the first one got called back for a penalty. 2 plays later, finds the end zone. The point after attempt was blocked. 6-0 Tigers with about 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley starts their first drive on the 29. 3 plays later, Regaler steps in front of a Van Otterloo pass and picks it and runs it back to the Nighthawk 11 to set up a short field for the Tigers. So their first drive ends in a turnover. 3 plays later, 3:50 on the clock, Tigers take over. Ludwig finds the end zone again, his second touchdown of the night. Point after attempt is good. Tigers lead 13-0 with about 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley takes over on their own 36. 2 plays later, another interception. This time it's Jack White stepping in front of a Van Otterloo pass and gets to about, the 40 or so, call it his own 38, and that's where the Tigers had a huge drive. They take over with the ball, with 1:13 remaining in the first quarter. They score 15 plays later, take about 8 minutes off the clock, and it's Cooper Ludwig again finding the end zone. Had a big third down play from Trey Hunter to gain 9 yards, I suppose, get him down to the 3-yard line, and then the touchdown coming on 4th down from Cooper. 19-0 Tigers, as the point after attempt was again blocked. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley takes over on their own 24 after the ensuing kickoff. 5 plays later, they're punting it away. Tigers take over on their own 29. 4 plays later, they have to punt it, so a pair of punts get traded back and forth. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley gets it back with about 1:10 left-ish on their own 34. They've got some things going, moving the ball quite nicely. They get down to about the Carroll 20. Time runs out. That was that confusion we were talking about. Probably the best they'd moved the ball all night. Little dips and dunks and a couple of big pass plays, but in the end, it's all for nothing. So as we stand, 19-0, Tigers over Nighthawks. The Nighthawks will receive the opening kickoff when we break this halftime. And remember, this is the Roselle Mutual halftime show. Roselle Mutual believes in the values of youth activities and helping to develop future adults who will live in the area and be leaders in our community. So this halftime show brought to you by Roselle Mutual in Carroll. Don't forget to stop in or give them a call at 712-792-4525. Mason and I are going to step away here for a second, let our sponsors identify themselves, and give you a little breakdown after this.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
Hey sports fans! If you're hearing this message, chances are it's from a device that holds a battery. These little batteries cause big fires in the landfill. They explode when crushed, and we crush everything. Drop batteries in the battery collection program, not in the trash. Collection sites are located in communities throughout Carroll County. Visit carrollcountylandfill.com to find a collection site near you. We're Carroll County Solid Waste, wishing our area athletes a safe and successful sports season.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
Welcome back to the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. Gatorade helps athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Carroll Tigers lead this one 19-0. Opening weekend of Class 3A District 1. Tigers came into the night with a record of 3-1 overall. They dropped one to Gilbert back in week 2. Boyden-Hull Rock Valley comes into the night with a record of 2-2. A couple of non-district losses to Central Lyon, George Little Rock, and Western Christian. Then come into the night with actually a 2-game winning streak, upending Unity Christian and then Algona. And it's been all Tigers early here in the first half. And we've mentioned it. I've said it too much probably. They're just controlling the field and time of possession.
Yeah, I feel like seeing this 19-0 score, we get really repetitive just saying how good this Carroll offense and sometimes even the Carroll defense can really be.
Absolutely, and we were talking off air. You know, there's 11 minutes left in halftime, and I'm sure the Tigers are like, let it take time, because the Nighthawks were pretty hot there to end the first half and had a lot of things going for them.
Yeah, they were getting down the field. Everyone was sprinting their spots, getting down, and then they were passing a bunch of out routes I was seeing, getting out of bounds, getting the ball down the field very fast. And the Tigers almost looked like their calm, cool, and collected was getting a little bit mixed up.
Absolutely, and we've mentioned it a couple times. A little bit of a difference between what's on the sideline for the Nighthawks and what's on for the Tigers. Just in number of players and maybe a little bit of fatigue setting in for that Carroll defensive lineman and linebacking core. Just starting to drag on them there towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, if you're Coach Roeder, you really want this defense to be able to go out there, get a stop, come off the field for as long as you can, because you don't have as many people as the Nighthawks do on that sideline.
Absolutely. So 19-0. Here, Tigers over Nighthawks. We'll try to get you some scores here as we take a look at the scoreboard. I know Kemper's up big if you've been following along with both games. Nick Brinks is covering that one for us over in Ottawa. They're playing West Monona. Halftime score 50-0. Kemper had ran 16 plays for 259 yards and 7 TDs. Now, I'm not a mathematician, but that's pretty effective. 16 plays, 7 touchdowns. Working out pretty good.
Yeah, I'm in an Algebra 2 class right now, but I think if you're scoring 7 times out of 16 attempts, I I'd really take that football team.
You know, that's almost 50%. We can do that math in this booth. So big night for the Knights as they're over there in Ottawa. Number 10 rated Knights, so going on the road, doing pretty well. A couple other area scores of interest maybe to you. Greene County is ahead 23-6 over Clarinda in the second, and then Glenwood 42 to, let's call that, don't have a Hoover score there. They forgot to finish that tweet. So Glenwood ahead in the second quarter for themselves. And then Cam, if you're a local person tuning in, Cam is up 28-8 over Audubon at halftime. So just a couple scores there for you. Remember, this is the halftime show sponsored by Roselle Mutual Insurance. Roselle Mutual believes in the value of youth activities and helping to develop future adults who will live in the area and be leaders in our communities. For all your home, farm, auto, or commercial insurance needs, visit Roselle Mutual in Carroll or call them at 712-792-4525. Nate Wall and Mason Nealand with you again here in the Gatorade broadcast booth. And Mason, what do you expect from the Nighthawks? More of the same, get back to the ground game. They've been effective in both. There's just been times where they turn it over or, a little botched play and it costs them.
I feel like the motion really has gotten messed up for them right now, but if you're the Nighthawks, you really want to get this ball pushed down the field as fast as you can because 19-0 looks ugly on the scoreboard when Coach Roeder knows how to manage the clock.
Absolutely. That ground game is rolling. Talked to a couple people here off the air just via the cell phone, and they're impressed with the offensive line and these running backs. Quite the balanced attack, too. Ludwig and Zygmunt early, really focusing on Zygmunt. It looked like the Nighthawks were, and Ludwig took advantage of it, and then Reese got it going there midway through the second quarter as well.
With how much of a breakout year Zygmunt's had, you really can't forget about Cooper, though, because he's had a little bit more varsity experience and knows that once people start keying in on one of the running backs, that really leads a hole and a lot of yardage and touchdowns to be made up, and he's really getting into the zone here today.
And one thing we've kind of touched on, and Mason, you live this every day being out at the high school, not a lot of seniors on this squad. Jack White under center, Trevor Schrader in the tackle position, Colton Wheeland in the guard position. They play next to each other. Other than that, all juniors and sophomores.
Yeah, I go to school with a bunch of these guys. They're all, even though that we don't have very much depth at the senior class, they all are just great kids, and they all know how to play football at a very high level.
Absolutely, and we're seeing that here in the early going. So 19-0 Tigers over Nighthawks. About 7 minutes remaining here in the first half, as you can hear the Carroll marching Tigers out there under the direction of Mr. Lou. He's new to the staff this year here at Carroll High and done a bang-up job with the band. Get out here, folks, and get to see him live. We're going to step away here for a break, and we'll be back with the second half after that.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
At The Present Company, we will help you transition your home and wardrobe with the changing seasons. Hi, this is Andrea. Whether you're looking to get warm and toasty this winter, or it's time for a light and airy lift this spring, shop our collection of boutique-style clothing, gorgeous accessories, and purses. Add personal style to your home with unique home decor pieces that will warm your rooms from wall to wall. Infuse your home and your wardrobe with style from The Present Company in Audubon.
want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Good evening, football fans. Welcome back to Carroll Athletic Stadium, where the Tigers lead the Nighthawks at Boyden-Hull Rock Valley by a score 19-0. Nate Wall, Mason Neeland with you here on this beautiful evening. Cloudy, 54, great football weather, wind not a factor. We were talking off the air about how the first half has just flown by, and we'll give a lot of credit to that, to the offensive line of the Tigers, the running backs, and then the play calling by Coach Roeder.
Yeah, this Tiger offense and Tiger defense is a bunch of younger guys, and then Coach Roeder's only, I think, 2-3 years into his coaching career here for the head coach position at least. And I feel like as young as everybody is, they get the chance to grow together and learn everybody's play style and how they want to play, and that's a good thing for this Carroll offense with how good they're performing in these last four and a half games.
Absolutely. Remember, this is the Roselle Mutual halftime show from the Gatorade broadcast booth. Gatorade's distributed by Pepsi Beverages here in Carroll. Gatorade helps athletes fuel, recover, and perform. 19-0, Tigers over Nighthawks. Another score here for you locally. The Wolves of IKM Manning are down in Tri-Center, and at the half, they trailed the Trojans 36-0. So kind of a rough go there for the Wolves down south in Neola. They had a big homecoming victory last weekend, but on the road, things seem to not be going their way for the Wolves. Again, Kemper, like we mentioned, up big over in Ottawa, 50-0 at halftime, and quite the productivity from the offensive side of the ball. 7 touchdowns on 16 plays. Now teams making their way back to the field. Also the officials, just about 2 minutes remaining. And what's the biggest key for the Tigers in the second half, Mason? I mean, obviously they want to get a stop here to begin, but what moving forward is going to decide how this ball game ends up?
I feel like you need to use Reese and Cooper as much as you can, get them as many touches, hopefully just get them down the field as much as possible, and then after that, you just got to get some of these younger guys some more touches, get them more experience, because someday you're going to need to use them eventually in game situations.
Absolutely, and we saw a little bit of that. Trey Hunter coming in, big third down play, I guess. Don't call it a conversion, but getting 9 yards down to just about to the goal line to set up that last touchdown by Ludwig. Same thing on the other side of the ball, though. The Nighthawks getting their playmakers involved. A lot of Blake Baumgarts there towards the end of the first half. And then Brock Fisher putting his big frame in there, 6'1", 210, and converting. And then also Bryson Zomer. So there are offensive weapons for the Nighthawks. And so far the Tigers have done a good job of containing those and keeping them, between the hash marks and out of the end zone. That's going to be huge moving forward.
Yeah, I feel like one more thing you're probably going to see is Carroll's going to try, after they get maybe a touchdown or two, if they have the still shutout, they'll try more of maybe like a wildcat, throw that in there, or maybe some different passing plays that we haven't really seen in this first half.
I think you're right. We saw, obviously, teams learn from each other after you play 2 quarters together, and the Nighthawks maybe picked up on something. Early on, keying more on Reese Zigman, opened things up for Ludwig. Later on, they started keying into the motion. That trips play was not near as effective for the Tigers late in the second quarter. So what kind of adjustments each team can come up here with in the third quarter will be huge for the second half of this ballgame.
Yeah, Carroll just needs to keep doing what they're doing, and then the Nighthawks, if they really get a good second half push here, they can be right back in this game, because it's not really necessarily not out of the reach so far.
Absolutely. No, we've seen the way they move the ball there at the end of the first half. It can go in bunches for them, especially when they're moving it on the ground and through the air. So again, Carroll leads this one 19-0. 30 seconds remaining in halftime. We're going to keep it right here. Tigers are on the field already. They're ready to roll. And they lead 19-0. Nighthawks will receive. They're going to work from left to right, so they will be against the wind, whatever you want to call it for wind. Again, not been a factor tonight. Game time temp was 54. We're still at 54 degrees. Really a nice night and a great crowd, too. Tigers coming out in force this evening. Had the cheer camp go on, so the little guys and girls were out there on the track at halftime doing their performance, and then also the marching band. So just a really good night for football. Great concession stand. If you're listening and you're in town or you're driving around, come on down. It's going to be a great second half, and we'll see what the Tigers and Nighthawks can do here. As now both teams have made their way to the field. Friel's going to tee this one up. Again, Friel is the one who came back from injury. I butchered that earlier, guys. Jack Friel has been in a boot. This is his first night kicking, not Jack White. Man, probably confused a few of you, but Friel doing a great job handling the kicking duties tonight. And now the opening kick of the second half is away. Going to be a pop-up. Going to be bouncing around at the 25. Gets past a Nighthawk. Picked up. Now at the 20. 25. Big hole going to be dropped, though. Good job closing the gap there are the Tigers. 1st and 10 on the 30 for the Nighthawks coming up. That was number 34, Alex Salazar, on the return.
As you were saying earlier, we really got a lot of fans here, but we always got room for more if anyone wants to come down and watch Carroll shut out the Nighthawks so far.
Absolutely. 11:55 on the clock. First play of the first drive here for the Nighthawks in the second half. Ball on their own 30. Van Otterloo in the gun, 2 right, 1 way left. Now they're going to send one in motion to the backfield. Going to give up the middle. That's number 34, Salazar. Alex Salazar works his way up the middle, gets 4 tough ones. Going to be 2nd and 5. Call it 2nd and 5 on the 35 here for the Nighthawks.
Yeah, the Nighthawks there just had a really big hole, and number 34 just put his head down, ran through. And that kind of looked different than what we saw at halftime, or what we said at halftime that they really should get sticking to.
Now a little bit of Wildcat look. They're going to give it to the big guy, number 8, Brock Fisher, as he works forward on the left side. Not much going, though. He only gets 3. Going to bring up 3rd and 2 here for the Nighthawks. Big spot for the Tiger D.
I feel like Fisher's the perfect guy you can put in the backfield for Wildcat because he's big, but he can also get out there and be fast if he needs to.
Absolutely. Quite the weapon there. Little bit of a mix-up formation there again. Same thing, Wildcat formation. Fisher in the backfield, shotgun look. Call to Wildcat. Going to give it off now in the backfield, working right. Line of scrimmage, falling forward. It's going to be close, guys. From the initial mark, it looks like they got it. Yep, they're going to send the sticks. First down, Nighthawks. I believe that was number 3, Zomer Bryson with the carry. Nope, that was number 4 for the Nighthawks. That's Zach Stubbe. Shotgun formation again. Now Van Otterloo's back in there. 2 right, 1 left. He's got a couple in the backfield with him. Going to give up the middle to Salazar, number 34. Check the number on that. Yep, Salazar ahead. Now the Nighthawks got it going. Third, so going to be 2nd and short as he gets 6 on first down.
Seeing this first part of the second half, looks like both teams really can put people in the backfield that are athletic and make plays for your team.
Van Otterloo in the gun. 2nd and 4, ball on the 47. Sniffing Tiger territory are the Nighthawks. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Rolling to his left, has time, throws it back across the middle. Tipped around, bobbled, hits the turf. Incomplete. Van Otterloo tried to thread the needle to number 3, Bryson Zomer, and the Tigers almost came up with it.
Yeah, 13, Peyton Wardell there came from the outside linebacker position, and Otterloo's first read was to throw it there, but Peyton jumped that, and then when he came back across the field, number 8, Tate Sliceman got his hand on that.
Tiger defense looking for a stop. 3rd and 4, ball on the 47. Under 10 minutes remain in the third quarter. Van Otterloo under center. Now he's going to give up the middle, hit in the backfield, drug down at the line of scrimmage. First guy there, number 13, Peyton Wardell from the linebacker position. Going to bring up 4th and 4. Decision time here for the Nighthawks.
I feel like it's not necessarily, you don't have to go for it now, but you just got to hope and have confidence as a coach in your defense to come out with a stop this next possession.
Looks like the offense is staying on the field. Van Otterloo taking signals, all kinds of signals coming from the Nighthawk sideline. Watch the hard count here. Van Otterloo in the shotgun. 4th and 4, ball on the 47. This is one of those moments, guys. Shotgun snap, looks to throw, slings it out to the left. In the flat, going to be hit in the backfield and dropped at the 45-yard line. Turnover on downs for the Nighthawks as a host of Tigers led by Taden Peterson were not fooled. Turnover on downs for the first possession on the Nighthawks. Tigers with a full head of steam.
It's almost shaking the press box how much the student section and these fans are moving around.
Absolutely, and they are jacked. The Tigers are excited. 1st and 10, ball on the 45. They tried to run a little halfback, out in the flat, and Tigers were all over it. There was a sea of black as soon as, I think that was Baumgarts that caught it out there. Nothing going for him. 1st and 10, 9 minutes on the clock. Tigers with the ball on the 45 in Nighthawk territory. White under center. Now motion, Wardell coming near side. Now we're going to give it to Ludwig, going right, cross the 45, 40, into the backfield there, secondary, Going to fall forward to the, mark it on the 37, 38. 2nd and short for the Tigers.
Yeah, last time I was in the booth with Nick, I used this analogy for Reese, but I feel like Cooper is one of those players that if I played fantasy football for high school, he'd be my first option.
Lots of carries, lots of yards. Good PPR guy, right? Is that how that works?
Not 100% sure. He has 3 TDs, I know that.
Yes. 2nd and 2, ball on the 37. Nearing 8 minutes remaining in the third quarter. White under center, 2 backs behind him. Now White's going to keep it right up the middle, and he's got the first down and more, as now they're going to mark him at about the 33. First down Tigers, as they've got it going here in the third quarter.
That's the second time now that they've ran that QB sneak at 2nd, 3rd and short, and then gotten more than they've asked for. And I feel like that's just something special with your offensive lineman up front, getting a big push so your quarterback really doesn't have to settle for only 2 yards there.
Absolutely, yeah. Jack's just got to catch it and keep his feet moving and get behind the plow that is Logan Menken, Caleb Vanderheiden, Colton Whelan, Trevor Schrader, and Noah Henderson, because they're getting what they want right now. White under center, 2 backs behind him. Long cadence. Now they're going to give to Ludwig, right side, cuts it back up the middle, across the 30, feet churning. Going to get to about the 27, 28 where they mark him. Good play on first down. Going to bring up 2nd and, call it 4 for the Tigers.
Every time you see one of those inside running plays, you can see just all either 10 or 11 black jerseys just getting a big push for their running back, because I feel like everybody on that team works as just one unit trying to get down the field.
Absolutely. As we tick down to 7 minutes, this quarter's flying by, and the Tigers couldn't love it anymore. So White's going to be under center, Wardell way out right, Ball in the middle of the field on the 27-yard line. White under center, 2 backs behind him. Gives to Zigman, now left side, cuts it up the middle. Not much there that time, but Reese falls forward. He's going to get maybe 1, bring up 3rd and manageable here for the Tigers. And the clock is their friend as it continues to roll.
Yeah, if you're going to get one of those plays, at least it's when you're up 19-0 and need the clock to keep rolling.
White gets the play from Coach Rowe. Like we said, great crowd tonight. So the Tiger faithful showing out in force. This team, 3-1 coming into the year, opening week of district play. Want to get off on the right foot, and they've done so far. White under center. A lot of Nighthawks in the box. They're thinking run. They're going to give to Ludwig on the right side. He's got the corner, guys. Cuts it up 25, 20, 15. Carries 2 with him. Big gain by Cooper Ludwig on 3rd down. Nighthawks showed pressure up the middle, and as soon as Cooper had the corner, he had 12 yards just like that.
Yeah, when you were talking about those Carroll fans here, I feel like even if Carroll was 0-3 or whatever, I feel like the community is so strong here that they come out and they cheer on these high school kids every single time.
Good point, Mason. Great point. 1st and 10, 5:40 remaining in the third quarter. Nate Wall, Mason Nealand with you here on KCIM. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Appreciate it. We're in the Gatorade broadcast booth. Wardell outright, trips left. Ludwig in the backfield. Let's see if it's the toss again. White under center. They're going to give it to Ludwig, working left side, trying to get outside. He's running lateral, gets to the 15, falls forward to the 14. Probably got 2 on that. Drugged down by, was that number 23? I believe Blake Baumgar's in there on the action, as well as number 4 Stubbe might have had a play to do with that, and they were chasing Ludwig down as fast as they could as we go under 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's safe to say that every time that we've seen those trips, it's been a run either right side or left side, right behind those trips with number 7 Ludwig.
Absolutely. 2nd and 8, ball on the 13. 8th play of the drive, I believe, coming up here for the Tigers. Trips right, spread out wide though, 3 wide, 2 left, wide under center. And now we're going to talk about this as Coach Rowe wants to call a timeout. 2nd and 8, ball on the 13. Tigers lead 19-0. They're knocking on the door here with 4:39 remaining. We'll be back.
Oh, hell no, not again. Has the roof on your home or business been damaged by the recent hailstorm? Does your roof need looked at? Let our hail damage experts at Brinks Exteriors work for you to get you a new roof. Call 712 Roof Pro. We know the last thing you want to do is worry about your biggest investment. Hail happens, but we can fix it. Call Brinks Exteriors now for a free roof inspection. 712 Roof Pro.
How about this?
It's gonna work.
I think so too.
American Family Insurance wants to help you bring your dream home to life. New homeowners can save an average of 22%.
American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Nicole Unken at Nicole Unken Agency. Call 712-792-1262 or stop by 412 Highway 30 today.
Media sites later tonight. Motor Inn of Carroll is your premier Toyota, Chevy, and Buick dealership for everything from sales to service, parts, and collision. You should look to Motor Inn. Still 50-0 Knights at the end of the third quarter. Now White, shotgun snap, looking right, looks to throw across the middle, caught at the goal line, touchdown Tigers. White to Zigman, touchdown Carroll.
Yeah, Reese is going to get his touchdown eventually. Just didn't know where it was going to come, but today it came in the passing game, and that was just a perfect pass from Jack and just a perfect place to be for Reese.
So White to Zigman for 13 yards and the touchdown. Puts the Tigers up 25-0, 4:34 on the clock. Looks like the offense is staying out there. We're going to go for 2 here, try to get a little bit more distance between us and the Nighthawks.
Yeah, it looks like they're going for 2 out there.
Yep. White in the gun. Next to him are Zigman and Ludwig. 2 to the left. Regaler and Wardell, I believe. Shotgun snap, now pitch out to Zigman on the right corner, trying to get to the pylon. He does, mark it good. 2-point conversion is in. 27-0. Tigers over Boyden-Hull Rock Valley here with 4:34 remaining in the third quarter. And Mason, that's the drive we've been talking about.
Yeah, then after that drive, you can just see Coach Roeder on the sideline just super excited, super pumped up, because he knew right there was the drive that he drew up in his head and anticipated.
Absolutely. So, again, folks, this is unofficial, but the drive starts on the 45, 9 minutes on the clock. Here we are 4.5 minutes later and 8 plays, and it's a touchdown from Jack White to Reese Zigman, and then 2-point conversion is good also by Zigman to put the Tigers up 27-0, and we're nearing the twilight of this ball game.
Yeah, that play, like as I said before, that was just a perfect drive, just taking time off the clock and coming out with a touchdown. You really couldn't ask for much more if you're Coach Roeder and that coaching staff.
27-0. Tigers up big. Nighthawks got to go quick now no matter what. Look for them to air it out, sling it around a little bit. As Jack Friel tees it up, he's ready to kick it away. And Tigers with all the momentum.
Yeah, if they're going to air it out, hopefully it's not the first 2 interceptions just like that, or if they really want to replicate that last drive going into halftime.
Kick by Friel is away. That's going to be fielded at the 5. He dang near stepped out of bounds. Lots of Tigers here. They're going to pin him deep, folks. He's going to be knocked down at the 8. That was number 23, Blake Baumgars. He wanted that ball to go out of bounds, and he let it bounce a couple times, and it did not. He fields it at about the 5, gets 3 more. Going to bring up 1st and 10 deep inside their own territory for the Nighthawks.
Yeah, he looked like he was just going to let it roll out of bounds, but when it started to die, he kind of panicked and picked it up. And then at that point, it was too late. All the black jerseys were there to take him down.
4:28 on the clock. Ball on their own 8-yard line. And forever to go here for the Nighthawks, trailing by 27. Van Otterloo in the shotgun. And now we're going to have a penalty. I believe that's going to be on the Nighthawks. Too many men in the huddle.
Legal substitution for the offense, number 22. Half the distance to the goal.
And, you know, nobody likes to see a penalty, but when you're on the 8, you're not going to get a 5-yard penalty. Half the distance to the goal gets you forward. Not that big a deal, but not the right direction here for Coach Rosaboom's Nighthawks.
Yeah, when you're down 27-0, you really don't want to see the team get backed up to the 4-yard line and have almost no room to do anything you really want to do.
Let's see what the Tiger D has drawn up here. 1st and 14, ball on the 4, leading by 27. Van Otterloo in the gun, stands in his own end zone. Now sends one in motion. Jet sweep, going to give it to him. That's number 24. He's 22. He's in the end zone, folks. That's going to be a safety. They better not mark him out. Yes, it is. Safety, Tiger defense getting there first, I believe, was get a number on that kid dancing around out there. Oh, who is that?
Almost looks like 85 Dominic Sims.
I think you're right. 85 Dominic Sims strung that out, and then a host of Tigers got there. That's 2 points for the home team, and now the free kick away as the Tigers will be back on offense, leading 29-0.
Well, that's one way to just finish one drive, get a penalty, and then safety right there. Right as I saw him pitch that, I knew, because there was just nowhere to go.
Just a huge push. The Tigers didn't bring a lot of pressure. Linebackers stayed put, played home, but a great push by the defensive line. Like you said, number 85, Dominic Sims. Carter Smith was in there too, and then the linebackers kind of cleaned it up. They ended up going down 5 yards deep in the end zone. Heck of a push there by the Tiger defensive line.
Yeah, it's great to see one of those seniors on the defense, one of the captains, to just get back there and make a play and show some of these younger kids what it means to play Tiger football on the defensive side.
29-0, Tigers over Boyden-Hull Rock Valley with 4:21 remaining as the Tigers scored twice. Scored twice, 10 points, and only about 30 seconds or so. So don't see that very often. A little bit of a break here as the Nighthawks are talking it over. We chose not to take a commercial break to talk it over, and they're definitely doing that over there on their sideline.
It's going to be one terrible bus ride if you're a Nighthawk player.
So the Nighthawks, if you're not familiar, after a safety, it's a free kick away, and they're going to kick it from their 20. So they back him up. I guess high school rules, they back the kickoff up. If you watch this in college or the NFL, they usually punt that thing away. High school, it's just a kickoff from the 20-yard line. So back to receive the Tigers. They stand at about the 30. Going to take that one off the bounces. Zigman at his own 30. 35, gets a block. Going to have to make one guy miss. He does. Now to the 35, falls forward to the 38. And the Tiger offense trots onto the field. 1st and 10 on their own 38-yard line with 4:13 here in the third quarter.
Now, if you're Coach Roeder here, you really just got to manage the time and hope that you take all 4 of these minutes and as much as you can in the fourth quarter and either come out with a field goal or just touchdown is ideal.
So theoretically here, the Tigers have controlled the time of possession for about 5 of the 6 or 7 of the 12 minutes. Just total domination on that end of the ball here for the Tigers. 2 backs behind White. He's going to send Wardell in motion. He's under center. Give to Ludwig, right side, hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped right away. Going to get 1, maybe 1.5, 2nd and long for the Tigers.
In any other situation, that would be something that Coach is looking at saying we need to fix that up. But when you're up 29-0 and you get down right there, you don't really have to pick on your offensive line there for letting somebody in.
Like you said, that clock keeps rolling just the way the Tigers want it to. 2nd and 8. Going to be about 3.5 minutes on the clock by the time this ball snapped. White in the shotgun. Ludwig to his left, Zigman to his right. He's got 2 receivers out wide left. That's the near side. Tigers working from right to left. Now option. White cuts it up across the 40, 35, 50. Now 45, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Jack White. We've run the option 3 times. He decides to keep it himself to the house. Touchdown, Jack White. Tigers lead 35-0 here in the third quarter.
Yeah, once you get 4 touchdowns in the backfield with just your running backs, it really opens up that hole there for that option. Jack White just broke free, and I knew the second I saw him get through, he was scoring.
Man, Jack adding on to his average there, turning on the Jets as he goes roughly, let's call that 62 yards to the house. Is that math right? Ball starts on the 38? I think so. Touchdown White, point after attempt here coming from Jack Friel. Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up. And that's going to be no good. Wide left. So nonetheless, Tigers lead 35-0. 3:21 remaining in the third quarter. We're going to step away for 30 seconds. We'll be back right after this.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
The Tigers are cooking at home tonight, folks. They lead 35-0, 3:21 remaining in the third quarter, as it's been all Tigers all the time here in the third quarter and first half of this ball game.
Yeah, if you've been watching close here, it's not just the play on the field, but the brilliance behind the coaching staff putting players out there that can make plays and putting plays in set in stone that should work, but Carroll's making it work to perfection.
Absolutely, just an overall great team effort, and the coaching staff's pumped. They're up and down, high-fiving dudes, getting set. Kicks away from field, going to be popped up and received at the 20-yard line. That's Baumgars working here on the near side. 30, 35, drug down, hit hard. Ball on the floor. We'll see what they do here, folks. That came out before he hit the turf. Early indication is Tiger ball, and yes, it is. So when it rains, it pours here for the Nighthawks. Tiger's going to take over 1st and 10 on the 35. And the Nighthawks don't know what to do.
I don't even know what to do if I'm the Nighthawks.
It is just, we don't know what to say, folks. I mean, the dominoes are falling, and we are on the right side of it tonight. Just great kickoff coverage. Baumgars got smoked. He's one of their, he's a senior, 4.5 yards average. He returns kicks all the time, and tonight's just not the night for Boyden-Hull Rock Valley, as now it's the Tiger ball again, as White, he's probably still hasn't caught his breath from that 62-yard jog, as he's under center, and a couple substitutions in there for the Tigers. Easy to see that here in the backfield, and a little confusion as I think Rowe wanted to get a little bit of second team O on the field, and make sure that happens. He's going to take a timeout. So Tigers 35-0 over the Nighthawks. 2:41 in the third quarter. Tiger ball on the 35 of the Nighthawks when we come back in 30 seconds.
When it comes to sports injuries and pain, call the specialists at Suppy Chiropractic Clinic with Dr. Mike Suppy and
low credit scores for bad decisions we had made in our younger years.
We thought it was the point where you could never come back from it. We've always wanted to own our own restaurant, so I just kind of floated the idea like, I found this food truck.
I was like, yeah, let's try it. Dupaco helped us so much with just putting everything together.
Definitely life-changing for us.
What we have right now would not have been possible without Dupaco Credit Union.
Tigers ready to start their third possession of the third quarter as they lead 35-0 here at the Carroll Athletic Field. Fumble on the kickoff, recovered by the Tigers. It's 1st and 10 for them. White's under center, Ludwig behind him, one split out right. White's going to keep it up the middle, nothing but grass in front of him. Big push by the offensive line. He doesn't come down until the 25-yard line. They're going to mark him down, I believe. Ball came out. Ground can't cause a fumble. And wait a minute.
I think 23 for the Nighthawks ripped it out, and I think they're going to call it a fumble.
Wow. I have to go back and watch that on the stream. That sure looked like Jack might have been on the turf. Nonetheless, now we hand it back to him. Mason, we were just talking. We didn't know what to do. Excitement was high. Everything was going great. And now this is football. Just how it happens.
Yeah, I was talking earlier about how last year Boyden-Hull came out and dominated Carroll. And then if you're Coach Roeder looking at this year, you have to be excited.
Van Otterloo gives it to number 34, Salazar, up the middle. Tough run on first down. Going to bring up 2nd and long. He got about 4, maybe 3. Second down coming up here for Boyden-Hull, Rock Valley.
If I'm being honest, I thought it was the fourth quarter with how much is going on.
It's taken, this third quarter's lasted forever. Van Otterloo in the shotgun. 2 left, 1 right. Now they'll send Salazar in motion. He's going to stay in the backfield next to him, though. Shotgun snap. Give to Salazar, working the left side. Big hole, going to be tripped up, though, at the 30 as he falls forward and ball hits the ground. But they're going to say the ground caused that fumble, of course. A little bit of slippery football's going on right now. 3rd and short as the Nighthawks are kind of getting it going here. And that's number 65 for the Tigers. Colton Whelan coming off with, looks like a little bit of a bad wheel. We'll keep an eye on him. Make sure he's all right. Senior offensive defensive lineman for the Tigers.
That's one of those people you really don't want to have injured on the sideline.
Looks like he's got a little bit of a cramp going on. 3rd and 1. Give to Salazar up the middle. First down, but tripped up. Nothing more. He got the first down, needed about a yard. He got 3. Sticks are going to move. Going to be 1st and 10 on the 35 here for the Nighthawks.
I don't know why, if you're the Boyden-Hull Rock Valley side, that you're running the ball so much, taking so much clock off the time, or so much time off the clock, because being down 35-0, it doesn't really help when you're taking all this time off for the other team.
That is going to come into play here eventually. You're right. Van Otterloo in the gun. 2 right, 1 left. Now they're going to send 1 in motion. Fake to him. Van Otterloo looking to throw, looking left. Uh-oh, he's got a guy behind the defense. Going to be caught by number 22. That is Taton Denbeston. The guy went in jet sweep motion. Nobody picked him up. And before he got touched, he was into Tiger territory. Going to be 1st and 10 on the Tigers 43. And I'm sure Coach Rose got a little encouragement for him now.
Yeah, if you've been watching this game, I feel like Carroll's defense has really taken the initiative to keep Boyden-Hull on their own side of the field and not let them get across the 50. But when they do, Carroll's stepped up and really pushed them back and made them punt.
Well, that's the end of the 3rd quarter, folks. Like Mason said, it took forever, but we're there, and the Tigers lead 35-0. We'll be back for the final 12 minutes right after this break.
At New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your New Way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
DMAC's 11,000 square foot expansion is done. It features a state-of-the-art welding lab and classroom. Students can learn on their schedule a variety of welding techniques and methods now available on the DMAC Carroll campus. The expansion also includes a brand new commons area that features study spaces and will host many events, including guest speakers. With this new space, students can easily access one-on-one support from advisors and counselors. To make your educational goals a reality, come see our expansion today or call us at 792-1755.
On first down, the Nighthawks in the shotgun snap. Van Otterloo gives it off to Salazar, and he goes forward for about 6 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and short here in Tiger territory. Ball is on the 37-yard line. As the Nighthawks now looking to the sideline, they need to get this thing moving.
Looks like their offense just being stubborn and not sticking, or just sticking to that run and trying to get down the field. But it is seeming to work for this drive.
Van Otterloo now gives it to Salazar again. Same play up the middle. Met in the backfield. Getting drug a little bit is Taden Peterson, but holding on for the stop. That's going to bring up 3rd and a short, long 3, actually, for the Nighthawks.
Yeah, last year the Nighthawks, I was talking about earlier, came out and dominated, but this year it's just all Carroll. The only bad thing that's happened is just minor, like 1 fumble. But it's been all Carroll this game.
Yeah, a couple small hiccups, nothing they can't overcome. Shotgun, snap, now slings it out. That's going to be incomplete. I'll call that a forward pass or not. Yes, they did, so they're going to blow that dead. They were trying to throw it out to the flat to Denbeston, and it was a forward pass, so that falls incomplete. No harm, no foul. Going to bring up 4th and 2, and a big one here for the Nighthawks on the 35 of the Tigers.
Yeah, number 24, Taden Peterson, came right up the middle and hit number 10, Otterloo, as he threw. And if I saw Taden Peterson coming at me full steam, I'd probably be scared too if I was throwing the ball.
Absolutely.
But that's probably one of the reasons that caused that incompletion.
4th and 2, Van Onderloo in the shotgun, looking to throw, rolling to his right, has time, on the run now, still going to sling it out. He's got a guy open, first down, a little bit more. Tate Sliceman, I believe, in on the stop. Is that Reese Zigman in on the action?
I think that was Trey.
Okay, that's Trey Hunter with the tackle. Going to be brought down at the 21. 1st and 10 for the Nighthawks. Kept him in bounds, though, so as soon as they set those sticks, clock should run, I think. You going to wind to that thing or not?
That is not ideal for that sideline over there.
No, they let him. Yeah, clock running. As we tick under 10 minutes. 9th play of the drive here for the Nighthawks. Their longest drive of the evening. Van Otterloo in the gun. 3 to the far side. That's also the short side of the field. Looking to throw. In the pocket. Steps up. Slings it across. Tipped and falls incomplete. Again, trying to thread the needle. And I think the Nighthawks wanted a little bit of interference, and they're not getting it. Ball falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
That was such a hard play to make for getting that interception, at least, because the ball was in the air and he leapt. I think that's number 8, Tate Sliceman.
Yep.
Leapt into the air almost laterally and tried catching that.
Good pocket protection for the Nighthawks, but nothing on the back end. Van Otterloo in the gun. Salazar next to him. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Going to give to Salazar up the middle. Off guard on the left side. Falls forward. Nice run on 2nd down. Going to bring up 3rd and about 5.5.
If you were watching the stream there, you could have seen number 62 for the Nighthawks. He was sitting in the middle, and then Salazar kind of hit him, which bumped him backwards and allowed him to be tackled right away.
3rd and 5. Going to be about 8 minutes remaining in the ball game by the time this thing snapped, and I think it's getting out of reach if it wasn't already. I think we can. Now it comes down to, can the Tigers keep him out of the end zone? Otterloo in the pocket. A little bit of pressure. He's going to be dropped for a sack, guys. Oh, how the heck did he get rid of that? Nope, they're going to mark him down. Absolutely. Okay, he was met by a couple different Tigers. Number 44, Owen Clucky, in on the action. I think that's also Colton Wieland. As they were on him in a hurry, he did slip it out, but the whistle had blown. So give the Tiger D a sack on that one. Going to bring up 4th and long for the Nighthawks, as this will just about do it.
Yeah, as every second ticks off the clock, they're just getting closer and closer, inching their way towards just having this out of reach, if it's not already out of reach at this point.
Van Otterloo in the gun. 3 to his left, 1 to his right. Tigers show pressure. Now he rolls out to his left. Going to throw it on the run. Tipped, caught, intercepted by Tate Sliceman at the 5. 15, 20, 25. Ball security, 30, 35. Still has room. Lots of green, guys. Gets a block. Still on his feet. Going to get to the 45 into Nighthawk territory. Drugged down at the 45-yard line. Tate Sliceman tipped. Ball was tipped. Sliceman comes up with it on the 5. All the way now to the 45 of the Nighthawks. And everything is going the Tiger way.
Yeah, I think, as I said before, if it's not already over, I think right there shows you that was the big nail in the coffin just to put this game away, because now the Tigers can just control the clock and wind it down. Absolutely.
We can talk about it now, Mason. That's going to put a pin in this one as the Tigers trot out for another offensive possession. And, you know, I'm catching some flack right now for not wanting to say 35-0 is out of reach. We've seen crazier things, but I think that interception is gonna do it. White under center. Got a couple running backs behind him. We'll get you some sub numbers here in a minute, as it looks like some second-team offense has made their way to the field. And give up the middle for the Tigers. He's going to go forward for about 2, maybe 3 yards. Get a number on that guy. Oh, it's Ludwig still. Ludwig's with another carry. Bring up 2nd and long.
Yeah, I feel like now is when you can really put in some of these sophomores and some of the juniors even that really don't get as many minutes, and let Coach Roche see what they can do against a very good team, I'd say.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think pretty evenly matched team. Scoreboard, obviously, Tigers rolling. But this Nighthawk team has shown flashes, and I think tonight was a really deadly combination of everything clicking for the Tigers and nothing clicking for them. Oh, a little bit of fumble on the snap there. And let's see who ends up coming up with it. Miscommunication, and Tigers are going to turn it over. Yeah, White never really got his hands on that. A little bit of problem there on the exchange. Going to be Nighthawk ball. on their own 35. So turnover there for the Tigers, and I know Coach Rowe's not going to be too happy about that one.
Yeah, when you're up 35-0, I feel like it's not as big of a burden when somebody fumbles like that, but still something you're going to look at in film, and Coach Rowe's probably going to rip somebody for there.
I can probably imagine. 4:52 and less as the clock now runs, remaining in the ball game. Tigers lead 35-0. Tigers going to go 1-0 in District 1 here in Class 3A. Van Otterloo sliding to the right, going to air it out, throwing deep down the field, overthrown, incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Nighthawks.
Yeah, I think midway through the third quarter, going into early fourth quarter, all of Carroll's momentum just sucked the life out of the Nighthawks sideline and even their fans, because I have not seen any movement or any type of support coming from their side since then.
Yeah, and that's, that I don't like to give too much credit to the Iowa Hawkeyes. Not a big fan of them myself, but a lot of that little python grip here that Kirk Ferentz is known for, Coach Roeder taking a page out of his book and just sucking the life out of these guys from the get-go. Van Otterloo shotgun snap, hands it off, hitting the backfield, cleaned up by Tayden Peterson is number 34, Alex Salazar. Tayden read that thing like a book from the beginning. Big loss on 2nd down, brings up 3rd and long.
Yeah, what a play from Tayden. He just, from the linebacker position, came in full head of steam and just took that guy down. And number 34, got to give credit to him. He's not one of those guys you can really take down in one hit, but with his size right there, Tayden could take him down just as easy as possible.
Yeah, that was a collision. 210 pounds of Peterson meeting 170 pounds of Salazar in the backfield. Van Otterloo in the gun, 3 left, 1 right for him, 1 in the backfield. Shotgun snap, rolls to his left, wants to throw. Throws here near side, caught at the 40, falling down. Going to bring up 4th down. Caught by number 23, Blake Baumgars. Nighthawks going to have 4th down on their own 41 with about 4 yards to go. And they trot, looks like the punt unit, onto the field.
I feel like in the fourth quarter when you're down 35-0.
No, maybe not. Van Otterloo went off.
I think that is the punt.
Yep, that is punt unit.
Yeah, but I feel like that's more of like a universal white flag when you start punting with 2.
Now that is a different punter.
35.
Number 81 punted it the first time. Now that's number 5 back there.
Could be a fake.
Blake Mosier. Kicks away. Spiral kick. Zigman's going to let that one bounce. Going to go inside the 20. So nice little kick there by Mosier. Going to give the Tigers 1st and 10 on their own 17 when we come back after this quick break. Tigers lead 35-0. We'll be
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
Tigers took a timeout there after the punt. They're doing some mass substitutions. Look like the Nighthawks are too. So I'm going to lean here heavily on Mason Nealand to help us identify some of these guys. I want to thank Mason for stepping in tonight. Only your 2nd time doing color commentary? Yeah, so he helped out Nick Brinks down in Council Bluffs for the Thomas Jefferson game and just done an outstanding job here tonight, filling in, providing the color. So thanks a lot, Mason, for being here. Let's see, under center now. Who's backup quarterback?
Carter Essick.
Carter Essick under center. Going to give up the middle. Tigers with a good push. Going to get about 2 yards. Yeah, maybe 1.5. Going to bring up 2nd and long.
Looked like Carter Smith in the backfield there with Christian Taylor, and then out wide was sophomore Maddox White. So I think Coach Rose pulled most, if not all, of his starters and put in the 2nd-string guys now.
So number 12, Carter Essick, runs in with the play. He's a sophomore. 5'11", 160. Second team offense on the field. Looks like second team defense here for the Nighthawks as well. Essick under center. I'll give up the middle again. We'll get you a number on that gentleman here in a minute. It's not Smith. Who's the other backup running back?
I think that would be Christian Taylor.
Okay.
I think so. I can't really see.
Yeah, hard to tell numbers here.
I think that was Christian Taylor because I can see 23 in the huddle right now.
Okay, 3rd and 8 for the Tigers. We're going to tick underneath a minute before this ball is snapped. And big win for the Tigers. I mean, just a great home victory. Going to move to 4-1 on the season, 1-0 in District 1, start district play off on the right foot, and kind of send a message. Now, Essick rolling out right. He's going to keep it. Put that ball away there, bud, as he gets across the line of scrimmage and a couple more. Going to bring up 4th down as there's going to be about 45 seconds left on the clock. And the Tigers are going to have to try to punt this thing away as the play clock and the game clock do not match up. So we will see a punt, or at least a play run here by the Tigers. So Central, excuse me, not Central Lyon, Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. Going to move to 2-3 on the year, 0-1 in Class 3A District 1. Your Carroll Tigers will move to 4-1 and 1-0 in District 1. And with the big home victory, kind of avenging that 62-6 last year?
I think so, yeah, 62-6.
I think we drove up to the end of the world there up in Boyden-Hull Rock Valley country to handle that. And as Coach Rowe takes a timeout here with delay a game. So we'll back it up 5 more. And run the next play with 5 seconds left on the clock. So big win for the Tigers. And remember, in the post game, we've got to name a player of the game, and there's quite a few to pick from. So Mason and I will discuss that here as soon as we wrap this game up and take a little break, and we'll have our post game show coming up after that. Essick under center, 5 seconds on the clock. He's going to take this snap, and they got to just run. Yep, take the time. Throw balls away, and it's caught. Going to be a 1st down. Completing the pass is Essick. Get a number on the receiver. Number 20, is that Smith?
I got 20 as Wyatt Snyder.
Oh, it's 33.
Well, then, yeah, that is Carter Smith.
Oh, 37. Excuse us. Let's give him his credit. That's Blake Bell. Number 37, Blake Bell with the 12-yard reception and the 1st down, and that puts a pin in it, folks. Tigers are victorious, 35-0. Over the Nighthawks of Boyden-Hull Rock Valley. We're going to step away here for 3 minutes, and not 3 minutes. We're going to let our stations identify themselves, our sponsors identify themselves, and be back with the post-game show right after this.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.